Hello and welcome to this next tutorial in Small Basic and how to create a quiz. Now we're going to use some of the concepts we've already learnt, but we're going to extend upon them slightly in this tutorial. So the first thing we need to do is use textwindow.writeLine to ask our question, and in this case we've asked what is the capital of England. We then need to store the answer in a variable. Now I've made the variable, I've called it capital because it makes sense. I could have used answer, that would also make perfect sense. It's up to you to choose your variable, but don't forget, whichever one you choose, you have to use the same one in your if, else if statement. Now the next thing I'm doing, I'm checking if the contents of the variable capital is equal to London with an uppercase L, and in that case it will then textwindow.writeLine correct. Now here's the next one. We haven't done this before. Here I'm using an else if. So I'm checking else if the capital is equal to London with a lowercase l. Then I'm also writing correct. And finally, else if is anything other than London with a capital L or not, we're going to write to the screen that it's wrong. Now else if, you can have as many of these as you want, and it's really useful if there's more than one possible correct answer, because London uppercase L is correct, but somebody might write it with a lowercase l and it's still the correct answer. May not be grammatically as good, but it's still the correct answer. So by having if, else if, you can have as many possibilities as you like, and that can be very, very useful. And in this case particularly, we can allow a correct answer even if they've not used correctly an uppercase L for London. And then finally my else obviously catches if anything else is put in, it's just going to be wrong. And finally, not to forget, you need the last end if. Now, as a little exercise for you, what I'd like you to do next is try to make a few more questions. Now what you can do, for sake of speed and also to avoid making mistakes, you can copy that entire section, and then what you can do is just paste it here. Now what we can now do is edit the questions. So hello, what is the capital of France, for example, like so. Actually spell it correctly, that would help. There we go. What is the capital of France? And obviously we need to change our answers now. So if the capital is equal to Paris, then we print correct. We can now have Paris lowercase as well, and it's still correct. Otherwise it's just wrong. So now if we run this, we should note that we can ask what the capital of England is. Well, it's London. I'll do it lowercase first, and it tells me correct. My next question is Paris. Use the uppercase version, and it still says correct. So you can see very quickly now, by copying and pasting, changing the question over, changing over the answers here, you can very quickly develop, like a 10-question quiz. Have a go at that, have some fun with it, and enjoy. See you next time. Bye for now.